wonder how I got over. I was there. Yes, I was there 60 years ago to witness a great champion of the civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. tell us about his dream. The crowd was massive at the March on Washington, filled with freedom fighters from every walk of life. Dr. King was originally supposed to say a speech written by his former advisor. Since I had just sang I've been rebuked and I've been scorned on the podium, I was still close enough for him to hear me say, "Tell them about the dream, Martin. Tell them about the dream." Immediately, Martin slid his notes to the side and began to preach his electrifying "I have a dream" speech. What a time we had. If Dr. King could reflect on the 60 years since his "I have a dream" speech, Martin's reflection would be a confession of the goodness of God. First, he would thank God for bringing us over. He would say, "Mahalia, I kept on dreaming." Thank you for singing at every rally and every march. We've made it over. King couldn't help but to reflect on how John Lewis gathered young adults together to fight for change in the Selma to Montgomery March in 1965. He would recall his how long, not long speech he gave after the march. He predicted that equal rights for African Americans would be granted. Dr. King would shout, "Thank God we made it over." Less than 6 months later, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act. My speech sparked a movement of equality, which helped create the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, ending racial segregation in the United States. But there is still work to be done globally. Do you know how many sleepless nights I had? Hey, thank God we made it over. Dr. King would be thankful for the awards for his achievements: the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977, and the Congressional Gold Medal in 1994. With tears in his eyes, Dr. King would reflect on the 60 years since his "I Have a Dream" speech and cry out, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." At the March on Washington, I told the crowd, with this faith, we would be able to work together, pray together, struggle together, stand up for freedom together, knowing that we would be free one day. Today, we have risen from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. We have made justice a reality, and my children have carried on my legacy. Even my beautiful granddaughter has her own platform. Americans have the right to go to the same restaurants, movie theaters, schools, and churches. Barack Obama wasn't just a candidate, but became the first black president. Kamala Harris, you see, became the first female VP. Dr. King's last words would be to you. He would say, "My life was worth sacrificing because I was fighting for you. You deserve the right to free public education. You deserve to have teachers who care and not just warm bodies there." We fought for equal rights so that you can have a blank check. So go back home and check your Cash App. You have been given back pay that America defaulted on. Go back to school and get a great education. Instead of using AI, artificial intelligence, to do all of your classwork, just be I. Be intelligent. Be intelligent enough to know that a dream won't become a reality overnight. Yes, they may have killed the dreamer, but couldn't kill the dream. Thank God I made